Trinity Forest Golf Club in Dallas wasn't just the venue for the U.S. Junior Amateur, it was the stage for a defining moment. Charlie Woods, son of the legendary Tiger Woods, stepped onto the tee box under a weight of expectations few teenagers will ever face. From the very first swing, it was clear this wasn't just another junior event, it was a national spectacle. Cameras followed his every move, and crowds lined the ropes, eager for a glimpse of both father and son. The energy felt more like a major championship than a junior qualifier. Yahoo Sports called the scene unusually electric, and Golf Digest echoed the sentiment. Charlie didn't just show up, he arrived with the credibility of an AJA title and a clutch playoff win at Coral Springs. He had earned his place. Tiger stood just behind the ropes. Silent expression, unreadable, no advice, no gestures, just pressure. The New York Post captured the mood with a headline, "Tiger walks the fairways, but this isn't his round." NBC Sports even declared, "Charlie Woods isn't just in the field, he is the field." Everything pointed to a breakout, but by the end of day 2, the whispers weren't about greatness, they were about what went wrong. What began with soaring expectations on day 1 came crashing down just as fast. Charlie Woods, the most anticipated name in the field, an 81-11 over par, dropping him into a tie for 242nd place. It was a stunning collapse. From the outset, the warning signs were clear. His first drive veered right, the second missed the fairway entirely. Then came the unraveling for double, bogeys, wedges falling short, putts slipping out, and a tempo that vanished under pressure. The broadcasters shifted focus from his technique to his composure. By the turn, he was already 8 over. The front 9 was a mess, visually and statistically. YAHOO Sports captured the day's most telling moment, a quick glance at Tiger, then a drop of the eyes. Everyone noticed, the crowd, the cameras, and most of all, Charlie himself. It wasn't just the scorecard falling apart. It was his body language, his pace, the slump in his shoulders. The swagger was gone. The signature red seemed to fade into hesitation. This wasn't just frustration, it looked like a realization that the moment might have been bigger than he expected. Golf Monthly put it plainly. It's an uphill task now, and that was before day 2 even started. In a single brutal round, Charlie went from contender to crisis. This wasn't just a stumble, it was a free-fall unfolding in real time. Sometimes a scorecard tells a story. In Charlie Woods' case, it screamed. The stats from round 1 weren't just poor, they were punishing. According to NBC's coverage, Charlie ranked near the bottom in fairways hit, with only a handful of players performing worse. It wasn't a question of power but of precision, misses left, misses right, constant trouble off the tee. That meant he was playing recovery golf all day, a losing game at this level, scrambling success, minimal. WFAA noted he converted just one up-and-down opportunity, an alarming stat in elite junior golf. Every missed green seemed to guarantee a bogey or worse. Even his usually dependable short game crumbled under the spotlight. And then came the pudding. Was misreads, machettes, long and short. Charlie's putting average was among the worst of the day, including multiple 3-putts on the front 9 and a lip-out par save on 16. The putter stayed cold, and so did Charlie. Trinity Forest's greens are unforgiving, but on day 1 they devoured him. The final tally, 11 over par. Golf Digest was blunt. The cut wasn't approaching, it had already disappeared. With the projected match play line hovering around +2, Charlie found himself 9 shots adrift, with little room and less time to recover. 1 round remained, not impossible, but statistically improbable after a day where nothing worked. This wasn't just a rough start. It was a complete statistical collapse. A single bad hole is recoverable, but not an entire round of miscues. Trinity Forest wasn't just testing Charlie Woods' game, it was revealing something deep, quiet, emotional drama playing out between father and son. Tiger was there, of course, walking inside the ropes in lockstep with his son. But this time was different. Unlike previous AJA events or PNC championships, there were no smiles, no fist bumps, no mid-round advice, arms folded, hat low, face unreadable. Tiger was silent from the first tee to the 18th green. Yahoo Sports called him stone-faced. The Dallas Morning News described it as the quietest round Tiger's ever walked. He was only feet away, but he felt miles apart. That distance was intentional. No whispered tips, no reads on putts, no comfort, just presence and pressure. And in that silence the tension grew louder. Analysts debated, was this tough love, a test, a retreat? One Golf Magic analyst summed it up best. Tiger knew this had to be Charlie's moment even if it collapsed, because this wasn't about fixing mechanics. This was about learning to fall publicly. And Tiger, more than anyone, knows what that feels like. Late in the back 9, the cameras captured a quiet moment. Charlie missed a putt and glanced toward the crowd. His eyes met his father's. Tiger didn't flinch. He didn't need to. His stillness spoke volumes. When Tiger walks away, it's not just a result, it's a message. Charlie Woods stepped onto that course chasing a dream, but what he found was something much harder, a lesson. Charlie Woods teed off in round 2 knowing exactly what was at stake, and exactly how far behind he was. He responded with a steadier, more composed performance, carding a 74 at just 3 over par. Under different circumstances, it might have earned quiet respect, but here, it wasn't enough, not even close. The damage from day one had already sealed his fate. He finished the tournament at 14 over, a full 12 strokes outside the match play cut. NBC Sports called it one of the highest profile exits of the championship, and Golf Digest agreed. His swing looked better, but in golf, there's no bailout, no sideline to regroup, just the cold truth of the scorecard. Still, something had changed. The defeated posture of day one had shifted. His shoulders were higher, his steps more deliberate. He was fighting, and that matters. But this wasn't Coral Springs. It wasn't the AJA. This was the US Junior Amateur, where the lights are hotter and the stakes sharper. Then came the walk. The New York Post captured it. Tiger Woods, arms folded, sunglasses on, silently trailing behind his son. No words, no wave to the crowd, just a slow, quiet exit into the Dallas heat. For a father who once ruled this sport, watching his son struggle on this stage must have struck deep, but for Charlie it likely hit even harder. And yet, this is where greatness begins, not under bright lights, but in moments of failure, when the cameras stop and only one question remains: will you rise again? Charlie's out, but what comes next may define him forever.